wandering, sailing. It's a small boat, a child among boats. It only takes a second to walk from the front of the boat to the back and back again, under slender strings of smoke rising over the boat, over the water, spreading ash on the water, holding onto the ropes to keep them from flapping, or lifting sheets of smoke that soften without accumulating or dissolving, while the land pulls back into the soft sponge of the waves pulling away. There's no one moment when it disappears. Leaving. Every place is a place you leave another place for. People leave when they're tired of staying or they have a problem staying. They don't even want to stay. Why not? Of course, you can't make them stay. You don't want them to do something they don't want to. Why not? It's true, people who leave one place often leave another. They don't even know how to stay. It's more like a survey, not even turning around or turning back to look back. Why not? It's easier to forgive them beforehand. Moving. The waves slip through each other, sagging like cupped hands. This is a way of putting things in order. No, wait, it's the opposite, out of order, as when you write a story with an eraser, moving further away from what you're moving away from, as if the movement is a form of disappearance. It's not the kind of abandonment when everything is erased and you don't even know what it was to begin with. Digressing. There are a lot of places that aren't home. If you're looking for a place that isn't home, it's not hard to find one, even if you're not looking. Not at home when you're not somewhere else. Am I explaining this correctly? It's not an accurate trip, since when is it exactly the way you want it to be? The world isn't empty anywhere. This is what I truly believe. Sometimes you move away from what you think you're moving toward, as in a story that adds onto itself when you keep reading. You don't start out thinking you don't know where you're going to end up. Delaying. If the water is washing up, cleaning everything up, we need to be patient, although patience technically isn't a propellant. Lifting our arms wrapped in breathing fleece that insulates completely when we're dripping wet, pursued as in a hunt, but it also seems as if we're the ones who are pursuing, as if satisfying a need to satisfy a need. Navigation is just this combination of desire and incapacity, while the waves wash up, cleaning everything off, wiping it away, closed in and dislodged like a birdcage inside a hurricane. Floating. It's not a reservation in the sense of an appointment arranged in advance or the reluctance to move any further. I mean, advancement requires abandonment, but abandonment doesn't always involve advancement, much as the mind does. If something is in the way, it's probably because there isn't any other place for it. It's difficult to anticipate what's unexpected. It's a long story. At some point, it becomes your story. You bring others into your story, although they don't know it isn't theirs. There's a lot it doesn't say. Pausing. Sometimes you find what you're not looking for, like a form of forgiveness. Somebody's saving you a place, sharing a room to save space, moving closer to you to save space, not leaving before you need to or staying longer than you need to. When someone is holding on to you, there's someone to hold on to at the same time, as in a story that doesn't know how far away the end is. Returning. If it isn't time yet, even after all this time, the boat rattles like a box of parts, leaving in order to be on time, lines radiating out in flattened starbursts like a form of forgiveness. When you turn around, everything that's behind you is in front of you. If you think of it as an interpretation, isn't it obvious? Keeping an eye on the light that looks like an eye that's looking around. We return when we want to know what it's like, when we know what's already happened. As far as forgiveness is concerned, it doesn't even cost anything.